Hello and welcome to another FBA training video. In this video we're going to look at bank reconciliation. To open the bank reconciliation, select the bank rate button up in the data entry menu. This will bring up our bank reconciliation window. Within this window you'll have the ability to select which bank account you wish to reconcile. In this case we're going to be looking at the current account. Once selected, the program will ask you if you'd like to enter a new statement. In this case we're going to select yes. First of all, it will ask us for a statement number. This will not be the number that corresponds with the paper copy of your bank statement that you'll be using to do the reconciliation. Instead, it will be self-generated by the program to make sure there are no duplicates and no gaps. The statement date we want to use is the last date within the statement of which we are reconciling. So in this case, the 14th of May 2019. Next, the opening balance. This number will automatically pull through from the previous statement's closing balance. It's worth checking this does match the bank statement you are using. Finally, the closing balance. In here, we need to enter the last closing balance on the bank statement we are using. In this case, it's £23,298.25. The other two boxes, adjustment total and adjustment description, are only used during the beginning of a dataset's life. These can be left blank. Select OK. Once you have clicked OK, it is worth selecting the Save button also. This should mean that should you lose anything, your bank reconciliation information for that statement will be saved. It will ask you to make sure you want to save your changes. Just select Yes. Now we can continue with our bank reconciliation. It's worth noting these two boxes in the top right-hand corner for reconciled and unreconciled. When these are ticked, it means that any transaction that has been reconciled or is still unreconciled will show on your bank statement. If you untick the reconciled option, this will mean that when you tick off an item, it will disappear from the bank reconciliation, meaning you will have less figures to look at. Now we can start our bank reconciliation. Using our statement, we're going to go down and click on this little red cross for each item which we wish to reconcile, corresponding with our bank statement over here. For example, first we have NFU for £60 and 60 pence. We can find this option either looking through the suppliers and customers or at the amounts, check the date matches our bank statement, click on the red cross, and because we have the unreconciled box unticked, it will disappear. Just as an example, if you have the reconciled box ticked, it will show up with a little green tick and the date of the statement at which that item has been reconciled. Continue down through your bank statement, reconciling these items as you see them. You'll notice as you're reconciling that payments will be in the right-hand column and receipts in the left-hand column. These can be changed, but it's worth noting that sometimes these can be opposite to how they're written on your bank statement. As we are now ready to select our last item, when you click, you will notice in the top right-hand corner a little box will pop up to say Transactions Now Reconcile. As soon as you move your mouse, this will disappear. But fear not, because down the bottom, providing your difference balance is 0, this means you have fully reconciled your bank. The opening minus any withdrawns and plus any paid-ins will equal the closing. Be sure to hit the Save button. Whilst reconciling the bank, should you come across a transaction which needs a penny's adjustment or changing, providing the VAT has not been closed, you can use these question marks down here to drill into each individual transaction. In this case, where we have a receipt for the pension of 126.33, should we need to change that, we can click on this little question mark and it will actually bring up the transaction we have entered, where we can make any necessary changes. Other options within the bank statement screen are to edit, new, and delete statements. The edit button allows us to change the statement date or the opening and closing balance. The new button brings up a new statement date, so this will give us a new statement number. We'll be able to enter a new statement date and closing balance as per the next statement. And the delete button, which is pretty self-explanatory, it will delete the statement which you have selected. If you were to press delete whilst on a statement where you have reconciled entries, the program will tell you that it is unable to delete that statement due to its unreconciled entries. Should you have any duplicates and you need to delete them, you need to make sure you untick any reconciled items before you select Delete. Should you not be able to reconcile a bank statement fully, you can still hit Save. The program will warn you that you are saving a bank statement where not every single transaction has been reconciled to make the difference 0. This will show up here at statement number as an asterisk. You can use this drop-down menu to select any bank statement since the creation of the dataset, and these items that have an asterisk mean they are not fully reconciled. So, for example, if I were to untick this transaction for £39 and hit Save, the program will warn us that we have not been able to reconcile this bank statement fully. It then brings up an asterisk next to the 137. Should we need to go back and find a paper copy bank statement, we'll be able to cross-reference these figures to make sure that we find the one we are missing, in this case a difference of £39, which we can click to reconcile and then hit Save. Once you've completed your bank reconciliation, you can close out of this screen and you're able to continue with your next project on FBA. Thank you for watching. Bye!